Judelaine, and today I'm here to show you the step-by-step procedure on how to assemble a safety rail, a bed rail for your babies. I have read a lot of comments in the parents forum that it took them a long time to set this up, but I think I could show you guys how to assemble it in the simplest way. Okay, so what we have here is the brand Regalo Hideaway Extra Long Bed Rail. And the reason why I chose this brand, apart from its affordability, it's because of its features. Because nowadays, it's so hard to find a bed rail in the internet or in the market that is tall and long. Okay, so considering the height of my baby at 8 months and how active she is, she would really go to the side of the bed and she would hold on to the rail and stand. So that alone convinced us to get another safety rail. Um, this one is, I think, the longest. It could fit your queen size bed or a king size bed in its length because it's 56 inches. And when it comes to the height, it's 20 inches. Regalo used to offer, I think, 22 inches bed rails, but I'm not sure what happened. They just stopped producing one, so this is the tallest that I could see in the internet. And apart from that, I'm already familiar with the step-by-step procedure on how to do this because we already have secured um, a safety bed rail, which is the same brand, and we put it on the side of the bed. So now that Vera is mobile, um, apart from her crib, she really wanted to play around, especially in the afternoons, in our queen size bed. So, by the way, it wasn't really a hard transition in putting her in the crib because she's been used to the queen size bed. She's been sleeping alone for, I think, since she's 2 months. So we're really lucky that she knows how to sleep alone. But then, for safety purposes, we placed her on a crib because it has a higher rail, and whatever she does, even if she would um, jump, jump or try to go over the rail, she can't because it's really a tall rail. Now this one is if you wanted to place the baby and you're doing something else like chores and she wants to roam around. This is for safety purposes as well because that is actually the bed that she injured herself in. We want to avoid that situation. So the only thing that we need for assembling this thing is actually no need to get anything, but based on my experience, if in case there would be locks on the bolts, we need something that is pointy. And of course, this cutter is just to open the box. So as you can see, everything here is intact. Of course, let's open it. So let's start now. So let's just, as you can see, this is well packed. So it has this, I think this is the 90 days limited warranty, and you don't need that. You just need this. This is the mesh that goes around with the safety rail. This is one of the features that I like best about Regalo brand because Vera is biting, or if your baby is biting or they keep on bumping, right, because they're trying to stand, crawl. This one will protect their head from any injury because, of course, there is a mesh. Okay, instead of hitting the wood. That's also the reason why I prefer that she plays in the queen size bed than in the crib because sometimes she would die or she would fall upside down or from on her back, and sometimes she would tend to bump into the rail. Although I put a foam there intended for sleeping, the upper part is still not covered and it could also cause injury. So to avoid that, it would be best to put this in the bed. So the thing with this product is well numbered, and the only thing that you don't actually need a manual. As long as you need to know the picture what it looks like in the end, and you will figure it out. There are numbers. You will never be confused on what to grab to join. Okay, so let's put everything together. And then let's put this to the box. Just to avoid this. For the recyclables. Okay. So put it aside. So as you can see, we have all of these bars. This is number 11. You just have to go with number 1, 2, 3. That's how it is. So we'll start first with getting this curvy thing, the one with the curve. Okay. We'll get that in this. And you'll never be confused because there's number 1 and number 3. Okay. So we just, and you see this metal lock. You just have to insert it and ensure that this will be in that hole, so it will be in place there, in that. Now in the manual, they tend to put the side first before the mesh, but it will make your life more difficult to do that in that manner. So just insert this first. Okay. You would know if you're putting the mesh, if it's facing the proper direction, because the brand should be the front, and then the warning sign should be at the back. Just for it to look, not so messy. Because actually, it doesn't really matter what you want as a front, or if you want it at the back, but it has a lot of labels in it. Your bedroom will look like a comic strip if you put that in front. So, there. Then just pull it. Now, before pulling it down, you could get now the side. This is the side. So how would you know that it's the correct one? Just think about it. You should put this in this direction, right? You should put this in this direction because this one will be the guide for the middle bar. So that's it. Just logic. You should insert this first. This one is a little thick, so instead of inserting everything, there you could skip that hard part and just insert this in the side before you lock it in. Okay, there. So that's it. And then of course the other side, you just get one that looks exactly like that, which is this. It says number 4. So we'll do the same thing. This one's already inserted. Okay, so just lock this in place. There. And then you just have to stretch the mesh to the side. Okay, there you go. Good. And then insert this one there. So just ensure that this gun is in the middle part where there's a space in between the mesh. Okay, because that will serve as a guide for the middle rail or the middle bar. So now that we're done with 4 and 5, we'll go to 6. Now this is a little tricky because others would, I think the reason why we make a mistake because they combine both numbers 6, like 6A, 6B, because there's 6A, 6B, 7A, 7B. So what you just have to do is, it's actually in the manual. You just have to combine both 6 and 7. And of course, just use, just use your logic. Like for example, this one, of course, it won't match because it's the same size. So use the other one. So that means 6A and 7B. Okay. There. There. Okay. And then we'll combine 6B and 7A. Okay. If you combine both 6A and 6B, you will see that it's not correct because the length of it will not fit the mesh. Okay. But if you combine a 6 and a 7, and of course use your logic with whichever fits, so that will work for sure. So now you will see here that in the middle part, there is this section. We'll start first with the middle part. We'll insert our rod in the middle. Insert it. So you can see that gives this one a purpose. So this serves as your guide. Okay. So now, this one, you just have to put a little force on it, a little pressure there, and then make it straight. Okay. So now we have it's like a table tennis net, right? There. And then, this one, we'll put it in the bottom part. So again, just insert it. And as you can see, the bottom part has also a different guide. The same as this, but it's inverted in an inverted position. So what you have to do is just put it under this guide, under this metal guide. Okay. So just put it under. Can be need a little force. There. Just insert it first. Put exert the force on the side. There. Okay. So just be careful with your finger because that could be a little tricky. So there. It looks exactly like a table tennis table tennis net. Okay. Now you will see this. It has number 8 and 9. Okay. So technically, if you're gonna figure it out, there is this wheel here or a circle here. You will just have to insert it that way. Okay. So how would you know that you're using the correct one? This one acts as a lock for the strap later on when you're fitting it in the bed. So again, you want this thing to be facing outward, and the end product is you want this to be in this direction. So there. If that's the case, then we'll use this one. Let's try this one. Okay, so just insert. Okay. And then you just have to do this because our goal is to ensure that this thing here will be locked in this place. So you just have to twist it like that. And then there. Okay. So we have just twisted it. So like 2 turns. Okay. And then you may think, what's the purpose of this? So perhaps we should adjust it. It's for this lock. So how would you do that? Just play with it. You'll see that it can be pulled, right? And there's a spring. So it's actually a lock. If you want, this is the feature of this bed rail. if you want to hide it, because it says a hideaway bed rail, you could actually fold it down and hide it underneath the bed, tuck it in the bed. So as you can see here, there, right? You just have to insert the lock in this bolt. This is the same procedure when you want to open the bed rail, or you know, tuck it in the bed. You just have to adjust this thing. Okay. So what we need to do is there, lock it in place with this bolt. There. Now it's locked. Try to remove it. If it's stable, it's good. Okay. There. So don't be scared that it's a little wiggly, because this is tried and tested. My daughter is very playful, and she didn't have any successful attempt in breaking this within the bed, because also the advantage of this type of product is for beds that has higher mattress, it has this space, so you will be confident that it can cover that particular height that you need, or the buffer that you need to cover that area. And even if the baby will slip in this side, if you have a mattress that's protecting that, there wouldn't be any injury that she will fall over, or lock her leg or arm in this case, because there is a second level of the bed. The base of the bed will actually catch her. And of course, this one is securely tight. The function of this is to be tucked in the bed. So even if she pushed this forward, there is something that will hinder this safety rail, or this bed rail, to flip over. Okay. So later on, we will be securing this thing, the strap, okay, and attach it in this lock. That is once we fit it in the bed, okay. So we'll do the same thing on the other side. So there, just insert it on the circle, there, into the circle portion, and then there. Once it reaches this end, okay, you just have to, okay, there. You just have to adjust the lock, okay, just like what we did a while ago. Just pull it. It's meant to be pulled because it has a spring. There. And then, there, it's locked in place. So now, it stands on its own. So the last one that we could see that we need to include in this bed rail is these two iron thing, or iron rod, or I should say steel bars. You just have to, as you can see, this is very unique because it has this lock. So perhaps it has something to do with this. So this is just to hold the two bars in place. So when you insert it in the bed, it will be secure or stable. So just insert it again, just like what we were doing. Okay. And then there. Now it's locked. Okay. And then insert it here. You will find the lock in the side of this bar, the one that we have attached. This thing here, this thing, it locks it. So that's the function of that. So what you want to happen is, once we insert this, we have to ensure that it's locked. So even if you pull it, it's stable. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Just insert it and then put the lock. So this one, we can hide it now in the bed. Now, just to give you an idea on how will it look like underneath the bed. So this one, as you can see, your bed is rectangular in shape, of course, the mattress. So this one goes into the edge of the mattress. So you will be ensured that it will hold the rail in place. Now, how would you measure it? It actually can cover a king size bed, a queen size bed, even a twin size bed, or even a single bed. Okay, you just have to put that in the end and then insert this strap. Okay. You'll see that there is this hole. The reason why we have this, let me show you this. This hole here, the smaller one, it's intended for the strap. So it's like a strap guide. So just insert this here. Just always think that they will never include that feature if it doesn't have a function. And then the one that I showed you a while ago, the plastic underneath the metal, this one, it's just like adjusting your knapsack strap. So 90s knapsack. Okay. Just insert it here. And then you will see that it has like a set of teeth. Okay. So pull it. So in case you want to adjust it, if you want it for a single size bed, you just want to make the strap shorter. So just before putting this in place, you just have to pull it or adjust the strap depending on the width of your bed. Okay. And then if you want to lock it, just lock it that way. Okay. So that's how you do it. Okay, let me just show you there. Then lock it. Okay, we'll do the same thing here. So it doesn't really matter if this one, number 13, goes to the left or the right side. It doesn't matter. So just insert this one. Okay, the same thing. Okay, and then insert it again on the strap lock. Okay, so how durable is this? Vera is now 18 months. We bought that safety rail upstairs when she was 3 months, so that's already 5 months. And if there is like a test of durability, it would be my daughter. So she was shaking that, using that as a rail. She bumped on it for like more than 10 times, and thank God that there's no bruise because of the pitch. Okay, so that's how it is. We're done. That's how easy it is. And we did it without a manual. Of course, it's a little biased because it's unfair because I'm familiar with how to do this. But I did this like 5 months ago and I did it only once. So you just have to figure it out. I didn't even read the manual when I assembled it the first time. So we'll put it in the bed and I'll show you how it will look like once we fit it in the bed. Okay. Thank you for watching.
What? Can't sound.
The egg roll. What? Spit it out. It's come back. It's. I have Gusto. Well, after you condemned it to the tourist train, I said Gusto has finally found his right famous chef, Monsieur Boyardee. And you know I guess that's
Vera, you like your bed now? You like that? Wow. Can you stand? You stand? Stand. Show grandma you can stand. Ah! Say bye-bye. Bye-bye.